Well, what's going on, everybody? It's Cat Shades, and I am the heavy metal picker. Now, have you tried Liquid Death before? It's this stuff right here. Now, there's a petition to cancel it and to have it removed from stores. There's a lot of problems going on here. First, just look at the logo. You know who else used that logo? The Nazis. So if you drink Liquid Death, you are literally a Nazi. Now let me read this petition for you here. There are multiple studies that prove and show that words, thoughts, and intentions are powerful enough to change the molecular structure of water. So words like death, fear, and hate, when they're written on liquid containers, it has the power to shift the molecular structure of the liquid, not to mention calling a demon activating and all of the graphics about murdering, decapitating, and glorifying gore. This may be negatively affecting the water, whether people believe it or not, whether they're conscious of it or not. On a subconscious level, it's a reflection of how desensitized we are as a society and so much more. It's sad to see this stuff being sold everywhere, especially in wellness spaces. That means like a pharmacy, I think. And it's actually the only water they're allowed to sell at certain venues for like sporting events and concerts and stuff like that. Now, most people just aren't aware, and I'm speaking because a few years ago, I was not aware myself. Liquid Death outright claims to have demon activating technologies, which is like pour your flavor of liquid death and awaken an ancient demon inside. This is being sold at health food stores all across the globe and being programmed to kids as well. Not only is it absolutely absurd, but it is evil. We need to open our eyes and stand up against this evil. This is demonizing one of the most sacred resources on our planet. No matter what your religious background is, no matter what your ethnicity or gender, let us unite and not allow ourselves as fellow humans to be poisoned by death water. And if you're thinking to yourself, it's just water, that's the perfect example of how desensitized we have come to glorifying evil. And it's right in front of our faces. So there's a link in the description to the petition, which has a link to the studies proving that liquid death does cause things like cancer and stroke and erectile dysfunction and stuff like that. And another thing I'd like to bring up is I interviewed the guy who made the music for Liquid Death, Gus Rios, and you can check that in my other videos. And the thing is, he was in a band called Sickness. And the funny thing is, when I would listen to Sickness, the same thing would happen. I would start coughing and sneezing and having erectile dysfunction and menstrual cramps and irritable bowel syndrome. So the same thing goes for Liquid Death as Sickness. You know, the label, you don't think it's causing all these problems, but it really does. So anyhow, read the study, sign the petition, and cancel Liquid Death and cancel Gus Rios too.